Everyone, Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Descent into Avernus. This is our second session, and okay, so in our last session, the party had all arrived on their own individually at Baldur's Gate, and learned that Baldur's Gate had currently closed their borders as there has been some kind of tragedy that had befallen the city of El Toro. Um, they closed their gate to stop refugees from coming in, and um, as you guys needed entry into the city, you guys had talked with Captain Zodge. He kind of forcefully, initiated you all into the Flaming Fist and gave you a job. Said that to earn your way into the city, he wanted you to investigate some cult activity going on inside the gates. The followers of the Dead Three, Ball, Bane, and Merkel, they have been going on murdering sprees, creating havoc and chaos. And as the guards are already spread thin manning the gates, they don't really have anyone to devote to this problem. So he said, "You guys are you work for me now. Go solve this issue." He gave you the name of a informant who was supposed to give you the location of where these Dead Three cultists were located. And as you went to meet with her, she demanded assistance on a personal matter. Said there were some people coming to kill her, and that you needed to help her kill them, and then she would give you everything you wanted. And it ended up being she made it sound like it was going to be so simple, but it definitely wasn't. The party was victorious, barely, as they scraped by, severely wounded, many of them. And unfortunately, our informant died in the scuffle. So that is where we are picking up today. The party is still in the Elf Song Tavern. We have not taken a rest, so many of you are still injured from the last session, and we're standing here surrounded by corpses. And what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, I know that I know she's probably dead, but Azimus probably wouldn't. So when he notices her, can he just go up and like make a general medicine check and just like make sure she's dead cold?
Yeah. You know what? You don't even need to make a dice roll. You
Okay.
walk up, you kind of put your hand on the body. She's already going cold. She has no pulse. She is quite clearly dead.
From our knowledge of, I guess, being in towns and cities and stuff like that, how does would Alaire have any idea of how the town guard would react to like mass murder in a in a tavern? Like, are we, about to get arrested and thrown in jail and tried and executed?
Well, the characters may not be aware of this, but no, I think you are, because you've already kind of seen the state of Baldur's Gate. The Flaming Fist openly attacks the citizens and the refugees with little impunity, and there isn't so much that murder is illegal in Baldur's Gate. It's just murder that disrupts trade is illegal in Baldur's Gate. So, it's questionable. We don't know really what the relationship with these people were, and
I have a quick DM question.
Absolutely.
Can you remind me of the names of the dead, or the Dead Three?
Bane, Ball, and Merkel.
Okay, thank you.
If I remember correctly, the captain of the guard also told us we kind of can get away with tearing down any brick of an establishment and
that is true.
and such.
Actually, yeah, that was part of his instructions. Kill whoever you need to. Destroy anything you want. He's like, you act under my authority. So, with that in mind, you're probably not going to get in trouble.
Okay.
Can I search her body to see if she had any important documents or anything special on her?
That was one of the things that we kind of glossed over at the end of the session. We already searched the corpses, took anything of value, which there really wasn't.
Oh, gotcha.
And she doesn't have any documents, nothing written down. And you recall the conversation you had with her before about how a good spy doesn't leave a paper trail.
Right. And nothing on the pirate captain either, right?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, no information. At least. We already got some gold and such, but
I'm gonna stumble out kind of wounded. I think I need another drink.
Yes, I need a rest as well.
Do we know who the owner of this establishment is?
Guy downstairs, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Alan, the bartender downstairs.
the owner.
Yep.
Lair, wounded, bloody, will stumble downstairs to find Alan.
Should we take this here corpse of this bandit with us? Maybe Tarina as well.
I mean, we could dump her outside the bar if you like.
Well, either way, we're gonna have some reporting to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kumahi's gonna go downstairs as well.
Okay.
Are there still patrons down there?
Yeah, and they, well, there's still patrons up here too. They were just kind of watching the fight, not really wanting to get involved. And as you guys walk downstairs, you see Alan is kind of standing in the center of the main hall with Skuna and Clank flanking him on either side.
Yeah, I'll be heading downstairs too.
Alan, there was a misunderstanding upstairs with some rowdy patrons, but we took care of it for you. There's no need for anybody to be alarmed. Danger is averted.
Didn't I warn you about creating such a ruckus in my establishment?
Oh, we tried to stop them. Can I use deception to lie to him convincingly?
I
You
don't know
can.
that was much of a lie.
Okay.
Well, no,
Or-
that's really not. Yeah.
Or maybe persuasion to convince him that we weren't the ones who started it. We were only defending the patients you already had up there. These ruffians rushed upstairs with swords drawn. We had to defend ourselves and your tavern in the process.
And one of your common patrons as well, I say, and trying to help persuade.
Sure. Make your persuasion check.
God.
Did I just roll a 1?
Damn.
Yes, you did.
Does he have an advantage for me helping or no?
Sure, why not? Advantage because they helped.
Alright, did I roll again then?
Yeah, why not?
Alright.
Watch, double net 1. Woo!
Net 20.
Okay, 15.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Alright, so failed their insight check. Alan, its features seem to kind of soften. He's like, listen, I understand that you may not have started the fight, but you definitely let it escalate to this. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Of course.
Well, we will leave, of course. We could even help clean up if you'd like us to do that.
I know you guys had talked about dragging out the corpses of Tarina. Are you like dragging her down the stairs?
Thud, thud, thud.
Leaving a blood trail behind.
Azimus just comes down with her like over his shoulder. He's like, "Did we still want this?"
This.
This.
We should probably get going, folks.
Skuna looks at you and just kind of flexes her brow and growls.
All right. And I just kind of... Do we want to take the body still?
No,
Okay, I drop it.
we should go now.
Drop Tarina.
Hand him to the ogre.
Just
And
leave her.
Here you go.
Perhaps we should take her, but leave the rest.
I mean, what's her? She's dead.
Proof?
Proof of what?
Death?
That she's dead.
We didn't come here to kill her.
Yeah. We're
Indeed.
supposed to be hunting down, like, these...
But if I remember
cultists.
correctly, we were sent here to talk to her, and the proof that we can no longer talk to her might help a little bit, don't you think?
Possibly.
I mean, that's probably more.
All the
waste of
timers
time
going
just
off at the
somewhere
same
else.
time.
Where do we go, though?
I don't know, but maybe if you.
Well, if you won't carry her, I'll try. I'm gonna see if I can pick up her body and carry it.
Strength of 14, you would have no problem carrying Serena.
Copy that.
Pretty sure.
My strength is okay. Yeah. Okay, you sorry.
Did Zedge give us any, or Zaj, was it Zedge?
Zaj.
Zaj. Did he give us any indication of, like, where to start with the followers of the Dead Three, or did he just kind of, like,
Tarina.
say?
he told you to go talk to Tarina to find the location.
Oh my god.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Now it's all coming back to me. Okay.
I'm gonna slide past him with the body.
All right, the Lair's gonna step outside. I don't want to push this any further with the
No.
ogre dude.
I'm
Yeah, I go
gonna go
outside
back
as
to
well.
the main page.
Yep.
So
Well,
Talion was suggesting to go to Zaj. Does anybody else have any ideas or suggestions?
Do the Dead Three have temples around the city?
Well, no. That's the whole point of we need to find them. So,
Well, I didn't know if they had a law-abiding front group. You know what I mean?
not that we are aware of. That was hopefully what she was gonna tell us.
Yeah.
Grunting under the weight of the body, I'm gonna pipe up. Perhaps we should go report now and see what we should do next. Agreed?
Yeah, I agree. What about what time of day is it right now?
You wanna go back outside and not have good news for that guy?
What other choice do we
Does
have?
that sound?
Hey, just hang on now. Didn't he say that they're killing people off the streets? Sure.
I believe you did.
Yes.
Why don't we wait till it gets a little bit darker? We go wait down some alleyway. A couple of us hide, maybe behind a few bits of wooden crates or something like that. And one person acts all helpless.
Oh no.
He might come out.
Well,
That is a terrible idea.
all in favor of waiting till night, say aye.
And using one of us as bait?
I don't mind being the bait, but you will have to rescue me.
And what are we trying to catch?
A mugger, I assume.
Mugger,
Okay.
deck coat, same thing.
Alright.
I don't mean to be an ass, but take a look around. I think we're not going to have an issue finding a mugger, especially that time of night.
True.
I'm still very hurt. I think maybe it would be a better idea to rest up and then try something like this after we're rested and prepared.
Zaj, of course.
I
He's always grumpy.
completely agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm thinking going back to Zaj and some rest, some food in our bellies would be a smart choice here.
Yeah.
He did threaten to kill us if we didn't do this. I don't think it's a good idea.
So he could have another lead for us, or he could be extremely angry.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and I'm going to start walking back towards the gate with the body.
Alrighty. I follow.
Okay.
Last time when we did we split up any coin that we got from any of them? Because I don't have anything recorded.
Well, we can
I think it was up there somewhere.
scroll up in the chat log.
All right.
No, I just see combat, and then there was question of do we get experience?
Under the healing hands, you wrote tucked in his vest. There's 32 gold, 15 silver, 2 gold necklaces, a black and gold ring with a white pearl, and each other.
Yep, there it is.
Carried 1d6, which you rolled 4 silver pieces.
Yep.
Okay. Did I just not record all the?
It's okay. It's copied still there
all
in the
of
chat
that
log.
down. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Exactly.
So we're just going to basically have one person carry the group treasure, and we'll pay for stuff out of that. Is that how we're going to do that?
Sounds good.
You're all strangers, and I have yet to trust all you yet, so we'll figure that out later.
Well, when I thought we should rest, my first thought was, well, we should get our an in room, and that's going to cost us money.
I will gather all of that into a single, least bloody cape as I can, tie it off, and carry it with us until we get to where we can have a quiet conversation about it.
Okay.
Anyone would object?
There, I posted a link in the game chat there. If you click it, it's actually really handy if you guys do want to split up the gold, because then you just have one person. Whenever gold is awarded, they just pop it into the calculator and then set the group size, and it'll split it evenly.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, are we going to rest first or talk to Zaj first?
Let's go to
I think we should
Zaj.
rest.
Rest?
Oh.
Well, there was some question about whether we're even going back to Zaj or not.
I have no interest in going back to Zaj, and I certainly don't have any interest in going back to Zaj without being quite healthy and able to resist any damage he wishes to maybe perform upon us.
I agree.
There is an argument to be made with that.
That's fair.
Well, being about 10-15 feet away from everybody, I'm gonna huff, screw it, drop the body in the street, and turn back to the group.
But if we can't get another lead from Zaj, where else can we go? Can we get rumors? Should we?
Yes.
Like I said, I think my plan's pretty good, guys. I don't know about you, but that stress story is a pretty believable one.
Well, how do you know that if you stand out and look helpless in the middle of the street that you'll attract the type of mugger that we're looking for?
It's funny because as you say this, I would like to point out that we've already established the kind of place that Baldur's Gate is, and all of you in the group are extremely wounded. I mean, you wouldn't be able to walk through the street without either holding your wounds or without bandaging. So it's very obvious that you're hurt. And hurt people make easy marks. And as you navigate the streets, you can see that you are drawing a lot of attention.
Jesus.
So whatever you guys do decide, it might behoove you to decide quickly.
So we see that.
We should rest.
Great idea.
Where
right
would
here?
you like to rest?
No,
we
we
just
need
got
to
kicked
find a
out of
different inn.
Well,
It's a big city.
Yes, we need a different one.
I don't trust Zaj either, and I don't want to go back to those fireheads, whatever they call themselves, even if they made me a deputy. But I think that's probably the safest place for us right now in a city we don't, with our only informant dead.
Yes, and agents fail all the time. If we at least tell him what happened, and that we successfully killed the bandits, but failed to protect the informant, and
didn't he threaten our lives if we failed this?
Yeah, I think there's something about that.
He did exactly, yes.
Yeah, so let's not go back and tell him we failed.
Very well, let's wander around till we find another tavern, shall we?
Well, an inn. A tavern won't help us.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
let's do it quickly before somebody will be easy prey.
Warbucks, the area
You guys would currently be in the lower city.
somewhere, right?
I don't know anything you said. You were breaking up.
Like all the slum.
Did anybody hear that?
I did not hear it. No.
The lower city?
Oh, is the lower city like slums? Is what I was asking.
Pretty much all of Baldur's Gate here. I'm going to take you back to our main map.
Okay.
So Baldur's Gate
Oh, there we go.
is divided into two sections. There's three. There's the outer city, which is the little bit of outcroppings that have kind of popped up on the outside of the gate. Then there's inside the walls, there's the lower city and the upper city. The upper city is where the patriarchs live. It's the main hub of commerce through the city. And the lower city, that's where all the riffraff, the ruffians. So most of it is, yes, slums, very, very dangerous, very condensed.
Gotcha.
Great.
Though I don't want us taking the most expensive inn in the city, I also don't want us squatting in a squatter's hut while we try to heal. Maybe something in between.
You know, as you say that, don't we have these badges? Why don't we just barge into some sucker's house and rest there for a couple of hours? They can't say no.
They can say no.
They could actually say no.
As far as they know, we're Flaming Fist.
No, you are Flaming Fist, operating on Captain Zodge's authority.
That is true.
Our safety is
That's
currently
you,
at
Karis.
risk.
I'm not having
A
any
place
errors.
to lodge would be great help to the Flaming Fist, don't you think, fellas?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna keep my hand on my holsters, but lead the way.
Righto. Hey, DM, does it look like there's any sort? No, I'm not looking for a really bad looking house. I'm looking for something sort of mid-ish. Not a slum, basically, or at least one of the better slums.
Well, unfortunately for you, most of the houses are in the same state of disrepair in the lower city.
All right, I'm gonna go to the nicest looking one in range.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock on their door. Well, bang on their door, actually.
Find a tent.
So, you hear a chain rattle, and the door opens just barely an inch. You can see a single eyeball peering through the cracked door. Hello?
I produce my badge. Flaming Fist. Open the door, I'll break it down.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
The door slams shut, and you hear the chain moving on the other side. Then it opens up a moment later to its full width. What's this about?
We are in a less than savory part of town, and we believe people are after us. We seek lodging.
I'm gonna whisper to Alair, being the one I know the best. We should keep an eye on Constantine.
I think he has our best interest at heart, but I don't really approve of this method.
I don't mind it either way.
I hear that, and I say me too.
He looks at all of you, and you can see he's not really sure. He steps into frame, and you can see it's an older man, and he's leaning heavily on a cane, and half of his face sags, like there some illness or something has disabled part of him. And as he looks at you, his one good eye is open wide and bewildered. Oh, what do you want with me?
Alair will step forward. Good sir, what our companion said is true. We could come into your home and take lodging there for free, but we would like to pay you for your indulgence. We have gold.
All right. Yeah, come on in.
There you go.
If I knew it was that easy, I would have flashed a gold piece inside of the bag.
You do
So
remember we're in Baldur's Gate, right?
I was pretty sure he didn't want it to work.
I'm gonna let everyone go in, and then before I close the door behind me, I'm gonna look around in the street for anybody specifically looking at us.
There's a couple. It seems that you've picked up a tail, and they kind of stand across the street. They're standing in like a narrow alley, trying to remain hidden, but not doing a very good job. And you even make eye contact.
I'm gonna pull aside my duster, showing my my guns, and then I'm gonna come inside and tell the guy who let us in, barricade that, and then I'm gonna ask him if there's anybody else who lives here.
He looks at you as he leans heavily on the cane, and he gestures kind of down to his lame arm. You want me to barricade what?
Never mind, I'll take care of it. Who else lives here?
Well, it's just me and my granddaughter.
Gotcha.
As long as we're here, sir, we'll protect you if anything were to happen.
Oh, all right.
What's your name?
Oh, my name Robert.
Well, thank you for housing us, Robert.
Pleasantries aside, we got a tail. I think it best we barricade the door. Watch the windows.
He looks around, curious. Oh, what do you mean, tail?
Robert, you got something you could fix for dinner?
Oh, no. I haven't eaten in days.
All right.
Copy that.
I think that may be the cue for you to pay him.
Yes. Can we fish a couple, maybe a gold or a couple silver out for him?
I would.
What room are we in here? Is this a
You're
big,
just
small, tiny?
When you walk
entryway kind of thing,
into
or-
the room of Robert's house, you can see that there is a little stone stove immediately adjacent to the door. There's a single cupboard, and then on the far side of the room there's a straw mattress on the floor, and then there's a set of stairs that leads up to another room. It's just a small single room on the bottom floor, which is a combination living area, bedroom, kitchen.
Real quick.
go
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Azimus just... Oh, God. There's a lag. Sorry.
Such is the internet.
Yes, Discord as well. I just wanted to quickly produce like 2 days worth of my rations.
Okay.
And just give it to them. Or give it to the man. Azimus just walks up and like hands it to him.
Oh, thank you. So kind, stranger. Here. And he starts he walks off towards the stairs, and when he walks it's a very slow rhythmic movement, kind of like a thump as he lands the cane, and then a as he drags his foot, thump, thump, and he slowly starts walking up the steps.
If you don't mind, the half orc will drop the cape full of gold and other goodies in the middle of the floor and follow him up the stairs.
Oh, no! You stay here. I do this.
All right.
Well.
Alrighty, she will stand right where she is, 2 steps up the stairs, and wait for him to go up the stairs.
It takes quite some effort, but eventually he makes it up there.
Well, I suggest we get some rest.
I agree.
All right, Alair's going to find a bare place on his living room, I guess. I'm not sure if he has a living room, but in the main room where I can just put out my bedroll and rest.
Hey, just quickly, like, so do we plan on staying here for a couple of hours, or are we staying here for like the rest of the evening until midnight rolls around or something?
That is an excellent question. Is this a short or a long?
I would like to stay here for a long rest.
Agreed.
I agree.
After that, though, it would be at night, and we could enact your plan.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's worth a try.
Sounds great.
Is there a window?
There is, but it's boarded over and covered in matted cloth.
Probably a good idea.
Right. So who's going to be taking up a watch?
I'll take first watch.
All right, I'll take second.
I'm gonna look for some sort of glassware, be it plates, glasses, cups, anything like that.
There's well, it wouldn't be glass. It would be like earthenware, like clay and stone, like
That'll
pots
work.
and yeah.
I'm gonna smash it in front of the front door.
Oh.
Okay.
Not outside, on the inside of the door.
Okay.
Sort of a broken glass, broken clay alarm system, if you will. We'll hear somebody coming through that area.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
And then I'll take first watch in the hallway, watching the door.
How many people have to watch?
Just one.
Well, I mean, we want that person to get effectively the long rest too.
2 or 3.
Yeah, I'll take second watch.
My point is that Alair would be a terrible watchman because he's got one.
Yes.
Well, I do too. But that'll be all right.
Yeah.
The most injured should sleep through the night. The rest of us can keep watch.
Well, my gun will wake everyone up, I'm sure.
Alair selfishly doesn't offer.
Let's do this. Let's rest.
All right.
So you guys you break out your bedrolls and hunker down on the floor here. And it's about an hour into this period of rest that I believe it was Constantine. You were on watch.
Talion.
Talion. Okay, sorry. So Talion, as you're sitting here, you're awake. You got your eyes trained on the door, and you hear something. It sounds like a woman crying.
Within the house or outside the door?
It sounds like it's coming from upstairs.
Not my concern. I will let her cry.
Oh my god. Okay.
You do that.
You hear it, right? You turn your back and you're like, okay, that's not my concern. Your thoughts exactly. As you sit here now,
saying he had his daughter here, so
it's
I
another
assume it's her.
Another 30-40 minutes go by. You continue to hear this soft whimpering coming from upstairs. And then there's a shriek, followed by an abrupt silence.
I'm going to come into the kitchen or the living room where the majority of the party is resting, or everybody's resting, and kind of nudge them awake with my boots.
I'm up.
And without talking, I'm going to point upstairs.
I immediately pull my arcane spell focus out of my robes, and then realize that I really can't cast much without it. But what's going on?
I'm going to pull my finger to my lips to motion to be quiet, but then I'll whisper, Something's going on upstairs.
All
By
right.
something, you mean
I mean, something out of the ordinary is going on upstairs.
How do you know? What did you hear?
It sounded like a cry of pain.
There was definitely a shout. Lumahai's got her throwing axe out in her hand and is walking towards the front, those steps. Or now more.
I'll follow closely behind.
Okay.
should one of us watch the door?
Yes. Alaire will,
Do you want me to stay behind and help you?
if you like. Yes.
All right, I'll stay behind.
If some of us slept for an hour, does that mean that we
It
at
could be a
least got
short
the
rest.
benefits of a short rest?
Sure. If you'd like to roll some hit
Alright.
dice, gain the class abilities that recharge on a short, you're more than welcome.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Great.
So,
How do you,
hit die.
I got nothing.
Nice. Just 7.
what am I rolling? Sorry. I'm an idiot.
Spending
on
hit
a-
dice for a short rest.
Oop. Did I do that?
Son of a bitch.
You can also click the words hit dice on the character sheet.
Yeah, I didn't set it right though. Let me just. All right, there you go.
Nice.
It would have been full anyway. Hey, just before you guys go up, would you like some inspiration? Or is that a bit too loud?
Sure. Say.
Go get him, cowboy! And I'll give him bardic inspiration.
So there were two people staying downstairs to watch the door. And who was that?
Me and Alaire.
Alaire and Constantine. Yeah.
So Sumahi, Talion, Azimus, make your way up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm behind Sumahi because I am still injured.
Yep.
And she's a force to be reckoned with. So
She doesn't look so great, but she's not stopping going up those stairs.
Okay. As you walk up the stairs, you see that there is a single room at the top of the stairs, and it is very dark. There's only a few candles that are lit, casting a very dim pallor on the chamber. And the first thing that kind of registers in your mind as you round the stairs and make it to the top is red. There is it at first looks like paint, but then the smell of copper that accompanies it notifies you that this room is covered in blood. And as you approach the top of the stairs, you can see that there are several humanoid corpses, most of them female, scattered and littered around the floor. Many of them have been mutilated, and their flesh has been removed, bones strewn throughout the chamber, along with miscellaneous detritus and gore. And standing in the center of the room, you can see our friend Bob. He has given up his cane, and he is now holding a flail. And this flail it looks unremarkable, except the fact that it appears to be cast in silver. And instead of the spiked, flanged heads that you would normally associate, they look like little skulls with protruding spikes. And on his face, he's wearing what is unmistakably the front of a human skull held around his own face with rawhide straps. And as he looks at you, you can see a symbol on the back wall. It looks like another skull painted in a black triangle. And as he notices you approaching, he holds his hand out. Merkel will have a sacrifice on this day.
Azimus just sacred flames him.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
Is that everybody?
3 of us, at least.
You guys at the bottom of the stairs, you would certainly hear the shouts in the combat, and I would say you would be able to spring into action on the second round. That's fair.
Righto.
Okay. So
I was also intending on just shooting him right off the bat.
Sure, but he moves
Gotcha.
with preternatural reflexes, and we are in
Okay.
initiative.
Okay. Oh Lord.
Boo! I did it bad. I didn't move you guys to the map first, so give me a second.
Do we need
No. I'll just add you
because we have to
manually.
select our characters before we roll initiative.
So then, Hidden Dragon got a 3.
I did mine, but just ignore me when it comes up until the next round.
Moose got a 7. Modern Hamlet got a 20. Yeah. And James C. Who's James? Is that Elair?
Me. Constantine.
No.
Who's Modern Hamlet then?
It's already in there.
I thought Hamlet was Constantine.
No.
Sumahai.
Oh, there. Yeah, Derp.
Get there.
I know it's only session 2. I'm not gonna remember everything yet.
Exactly. I'm still working on putting the names to the accents.
All right, so
Tuvalu
Constantine is
Elair.
downstairs. Sumahai.
Alrighty. I am running directly at the fellow and swinging my axe right into his forehead.
Oh Lord. Look at him.
B girl.
Let's get it.
I am
We're good.
not at all afraid of touching. Yes, decapitation is the goal.
All right.
Angry girl. What do I? I guess I just that. Oh,
6
come
is a
on.
miss.
Can I roll anything? I guess I rolled well yesterday, or last week.
Constantine.
I'm on there
downstairs.
twice for some
At
reason.
least I've got his attention.
They're all downstairs, I think.
Elair was downstairs, so then the Necromite. He raises that flail with the skull on it and swings it in your direction. 8 is a miss. And then it'll be Tedlian's turn.
I'm gonna hit him with a we'd like a refund, and then there we go.
13 is a hit.
5 piercing damage.
It's the deck save.
It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be a deck save. I don't know why it says that.
Okay.
There we go. I think I edited that off. There we go.
You're not shooting through some eye, are
Oh, it's alright.
No, I ignore 3/4 cover and half cover.
Asimus?
you? You do? Oh, you're a sharpshooter already?
Mm-hmm.
Variant human.
Variant human.
All right. I am going to move just straight up 30 feet and make an attack with my spear. Da-da-da.
10 will miss.
Dang. All right. Well, just gonna stay in combat.
Okay. So Constantine, 30 feet, moves you up the stairs and into the base of the room.
Okay, and then I will go ahead and let's toll the dead on him. Has he already been hurt again? Sorry.
You do see a trickle of blood as he has been shot.
Oh yeah, it just matters which one I click. Let's toll the dead.
He doesn't seem to be affected.
Okay. That's me.
Mike?
All right. Sumahai will start circling to his left, and attack him when she feels she has gotten to have an opportunity to give her comrades a flank.
Well, there's no flanking, but
Yeah.
Oh, but
yeah, just in game story terms.
You got it. In story terms, I speak in story terms most of the time. So there we go. That's a little bit better.
Alrighty. Elaire. So again,
Alright.
we'll say this is like
Well,
20
this is my
feet to
second
there.
time. All right, so I am going to. I will not leave my wingman. I said that I was going to guard the door, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ready Eldritch Blast, and if anything comes through that front door, I'm going to make sure that I have a good view of the straight line view of the door. And if anything comes through there, I'm going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast. So basically, my ready action.
Okay. The Necromite. You see, he didn't like being shot. So, his flail is in his right hand. He lifts up with his right, or with his left, and he reaches it out towards Talion, almost as if he's doing like a force choke. Like he reaches out towards you, and he makes this grasping gesture. And as he does, you can just see this ethereal swipe. Ooh.
Italian crumples into the staircase.
Good.
Damn it.
Talion, currently unconscious, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Alright, make a death save at the start of your turn.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Hey, I think you forgot to clear your saves from the last combat.
I did. I thought we were leaving them until we rested. My bad.
Well, no, you're awake. When you get healed, you remove all your
Clear 'em all.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha. There we go. Then I'm at 1.
Yes. You guys can't see it, but on my screen it told me he was dead, which he definitely is not.
Oh god, yeah, that would suck.
Oh, say so. Talion's at 1 hit point.
He was.
I
Now he's at
was.
0.
Oh, okay. All right, so Lair has something
Crap.
to do next turn.
Asmus.
I will attack again. Oh my lord.
Don't feel bad. 11 is a hit, and that will.
Okay.
Was this non-lethal? I know one person said they wanted to attack non-lethal.
I think Surmai said don't kill him, leave him alive or something like that.
That was him. Yep.
I mean, if I heard that, then I would probably say non-lethal. But I did not hear that at first. But if you said it, then yeah, non-lethal.
Okay, then he is unconscious.
I just kind of like hit him across the face with the back of my spear.
They don't have a dedicated healer.
Lair's going to rush
They have a
over
paladin.
to Talion and use medicine to stabilize him.
Cool.
Do I roll?
Yep, you have to make a medicine check. See, there we go.
Yep.
So now you're still at 0, and you are unconscious, but you are not in danger of death. And you will regain consciousness in 2 hours.
All right. Well, this is an interesting turn of events.
I say we tie him up, throw him in the corner, wait till he wakes up. I'm not talking about Talion, by the way. I'm talking about the old guy.
I'm into it.
Figured. All right.
But we just don't leave him somewhere that he's out of our sight, because I feel like this fella will just bugger off when he can.
Yeah. Who has some rope?
Do
I mean,
have
I think
some-
everybody has rope in the
I do.
Go look down.
I do.
Yep, he has some rope.
All right.
So restraining the necromite.
Yes.
Very happily.
Mm-hmm.
How many dead bodies are in the room?
It's hard to say. They've been dismembered and mutilated,
Oof.
so you can't exactly count where one corpse may be and another one ends. By a rough estimate, You think there could be a dozen people here.
Damn.
Are there any undead sort of symbol? Is there any religious symbols? Anything? Any objects of power? Anything of that nature?
No objects in the room other than his flail and the symbol that was painted on the back wall. A black triangle with a skull in the center.
Well,
I would like to pull out my rapier and go, without stepping on much of the gore that's on the floor, just kind of scratch away the symbol because it's clearly bad luck.
But before he does that, can a layer identify it with a religion roll?
You don't need to. You
Okay.
already know that he is a follower of Merkel. As when you walked into the room, he said Merkel will stuff to you.
Yep.
I don't know.
yeah.
That was convenient.
Well, we found one. Now to find the rest.
After stabilizing Talion, Alair is going to go back to guarding the front door, back to his original position, and again, just keeping watch, because I'm not quite certain this is over with. All right, so
Okay.
trying to be alert.
So are you guys trying to go back
Azimus
to
leaves the
your
room.
rest?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess. Yep.
Okay. Hold off on that yet. Because first things that happen, a couple hours go by, short rest is completed if anybody wants to get to tool with that. But Talion recovers a hit point and regains consciousness, and so does the Necromite.
Now, because I was unconscious, I cannot roll a hit dice still, correct? Or
No, you regain 1 hit point, and then at this point, if you were to complete a short or a long, then you would be able to gain
From
the
now.
benefits. Yep, but
Gotcha.
Resting, the rules that you have to have a hit point in order to benefit from a rest.
Gotcha.
So, Talion wakes up, and what would you do, Talion?
Groan, slump down the wall. Can we rest a little longer? I'm not feeling so great.
Yeah. You took a bit of a beating, so I'd say sure.
I hate this damn city.
The Necromite, tied up still, back against the wall. He has his head lowered, and it's almost like he's looking up at you, but his head is lowered, so he's just looking straight. But as he looks at you in this strange manner, you see he's smiling. I have lit the beacon.
Is he looking at me, or is he looking at the group?
The group.
Oh, good. I was going to shoot him.
The beacon.
I need to subtract a bullet, actually.
Who's awake at this point?
I would imagine all of you. Well, I don't know. It's up to you to decide. Is your character sleeping after this short period, or are you still awake and resting? Because remember, rest doesn't necessarily mean sleep.
Sometimes probably just taking a bit of a rest, but
Well, I would like the benefits of a long rest, so whatever that requires.
That doesn't require sleep. You know, it just requires light activity for 8 hours.
Okay. Then Azimus is resting.
Is there some
by
sort
the
of
door.
flour, potato sack, pillow sheet, that kind of thing around here?
I'm sure, probably.
Can we put that over his head?
If that's what you really want to do.
You can do that after I kick it. Sumahai had taken up residence relatively close to him to keep an eye on him, and it has been resting in the corner. And as soon as he says that, she promptly kicks him square in the ear.
You might kill him.
Not lethal, right?
No, not lethal in the least, but definitely in a painful way. And then whoever brings that bag over or whatever, I will happily support them in putting that over his head.
Yeah, I'm gonna spit at his feet and toss the bag to you.
All right. He's not wearing a bag.
May I suggest something? Alair stands up. as a spellcaster, he will most likely need to speak the words of his spells.
Yes.
He may not need to use his hands, so I suggest that we gag him.
I've an old dirty sock I've been keeping in my bag for a while.
he laughs as all of you have this conversation. You
Yes.
flutter and frail. Your accomplishments matter not. Necromite, come. You are all dead.
Screw gagging. I'm gonna take out a dagger and put it up against his lips. Why don't I cut his tongue out?
Death does not scare me. Merkel is the lord of death's domain. I will be back. Life unending is my reward for worship. And
blah, blah.
you will all die.
Let's not kill him.
Yeah, I'm gonna press the dagger in between his teeth so he could bite down on the blade if he wanted to, kind of silencing him.
You know what? He opens his mouth, pushes it into the dagger, and starts sliding back and forth, mutilating his own face.
Yeah, I'll pull it back.
So now he's got blood dripping down his chin onto his chest. He's like, you are foolish.
All right, at this point, Sumahai will stuff that sock directly into his mouth, recover his head, tie it off, and then throw him to the floor where he can sit there and writhe for all I care.
Can I ask
He needs to be subdued.
Can I ask him a little bit of a question before you
Bad guy, being a very bad guy. He is being very mean. Sorry, boys. I'll mute.
I'd just like to ask him. So, what the hell is this beacon?
He looks up at you. We'll see.
No, it's more of the logicalness of if I'm going to die soon, I won't be able to find out later. So if I can find out now, it'd be quite a nice little surprise.
He looks up at you. He goes as if he's going to say something, and then he stops as if he has heard something. They're here.
Draw my gun.
I've had enough of this, and I just stab my spear through his neck.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna shoot him, so that'll do.
Save the ammunition.
Yeah.
Right. Did we see a window upstairs, by the way?
No. Windowless room.
Okay.
Haha.
Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna run upstairs straight away anyway.
Run upstairs.
Alair is still guarding the front door.
Hey, guys, chokeway, let's go upstairs. They can't get past.
Yeah, can I get some help up them stairs? Then I'm gonna hobble against, lean against the wall, dragging myself over to the staircase.
Constantine will go over and drag you.
Yeah. I'll help as well.
Alright. I'll follow the group then, upstairs.
Alright. You guys are... you might have to set your push to talk. Getting a lot of background noises. People burping in the mic. What's wrong with you? Alright, and then who is upstairs, who is downstairs? You see I've added a second square. And this square is going to be upstairs. This one is down. And let me put the doors back onto the map. So
Constantine will be upstairs.
okay, Constantine upstairs. So this is let me more notes.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
After helping Talion get upstairs, Azimus is gonna just kind of chill by the door, but up against the wall.
Well, there's only one door. That's the door that leads outside.
Oh, okay. So the stairs just go up and then straight into the room.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll just kind of chill, waiting by the entryway.
So everybody's going up.
It's the general consensus.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, as you guys run upstairs and kind of stand in the main chamber, weapons drawn, anticipating what's coming next, you hear the door downstairs. It's flung open. It slams into the wall with a loud bang. You hear items falling off of the shelves in the cabinets as it's been thrust open with such force it shakes the house. And then you hear footsteps approaching.
How thick are the walls?
We'll say...
Like, are they wooden? Are they brick?
I would say they'd probably be wooden. Yeah, wood construction, cheap home.
Right. That might be a thing for second thoughts, but for now, I'm scared.
So we still haven't gotten a long rest, have we?
No, you have not!
Alright. I'm just waiting.
Okay. Let's roll initiative.
Nice.
Wonderful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Yep. Wrong button. All right. The air in the building has seemed to have gone cold, and you can hear as something begins to walk up the stairs, a creaking, rattling sound. Hey, the combat. All right. So let's see. These guys, 20, 30. We'll put them right at the top of the stairs. You guys. Okay. Making sure everybody. So these guys will stand here and there. You can't see, but you can hear behind him. There's probably one more that you don't have line of sight on from the positioning of the steps. The two that walk upstairs, the one in the front has a short sword and is going to slash at Azimus. Misses. And the one in the back you see is armed with a short bow. And they fire on Sumai. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Well, you guys lose. there went MVP. Oh no, wait. You're a half-orc, correct?
You're on push to talk again, by the way. I forgot it myself.
Yep. So you're a half-orc, so
How
instead
do I
of
do it?
dropping to 0, you go to 1. So you just did it. That will be their turn, and Azimus is up.
Okay. I'm actually going to kind of drop the spear to my side, and I'm going to draw the scimitar and attack the skeleton in front of me.
Okay. Oop, helps if I start the tracker. That is a hit.
All right. And then I'm going to just stay there.
Constantine.
Right. What I'm gonna do is step around to the side and take the dodge action because I just want to make a barrier between myself and them.
Okay.
That'll be me.
How about you, Talion?
Can I see the one with the bow behind this front one? From
Yep.
where I'm at?
Yes, you
Copy.
can. 9 is a miss.
Gotcha.
The Necromite. Stairs are occupied and congested. He's not able to make it up. You just hear a voice shout from down below. You shall all die. Surrender to Merkel. We will use your flesh and give you a new life.
That sounds pleasant.
Alright, Hilaire.
Can anyone hear me?
Yep.
You can now.
Yeah, push to talk is very challenging for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Well,
It might have been my background. I can edit my sensitivity so
no,
that
it was like
requires a
it was
lot.
like 3 different people.
Gotcha.
Hilaire?
Did he set it up?
Yeah, he got rid of the muted icon.
Oh,
You just have to
gotcha.
hold down your button.
Oh shit! I was pressing the wrong button.
Ha!
I had a whole soliloquy that you didn't hear.
Oh no.
Yeah, I moved where I am and going to use Witch Bolt on the guy with the red dot on him. Did you hear that?
Yep. Just waiting for the roll.
Okay.
Anyone there?
Yep.
Sorry, I pressed the button. Nothing happened. Hold on. Oh, is this one of those things where there's a dialogue box that comes up beneath?
Yes, because it can be upcast.
There we go. Well, I'm first level, so I can't upcast it.
Fifth. Oh god. That is a dead skeleton. Nice. Max damage. Alright, Sumahi.
Can you hear me?
Yes. You can hear us, right? Because you keep asking. We can hear you every time.
Now we can't.
Please. Emma, you can switch back to voice activity. I gave you the exceptions.
Okay, me?
Hamlet.
Oh, okay.
You can't hear.
No, yes, we can hear you. Okay, yeah. Where? Pow! Alright, and the skeleton. After taking the arrow, it is going to fire at Azimuth. Disadvantage because ranged and melee. That is a miss. Let me move this guy out of the way. Gonna straddle over his corpse. Second skeleton comes up, also wielding a short bow, so that's not gonna help a whole lot. As this one fires at Constantine.
That's a
Damn.
Yeah, well, it's still 3 damage.
Right up.
And then it's Azimuth's turn.
All right, I'm gonna make another attack. The one in front of me. That is a crit.
Yep,
Yeah, boy.
that is definitely dead.
Fuck you, skeletons.
All right. After that, Constantine.
Right. I will. Oh crap! Let me just. Right. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Blade Ward on myself, and then I'm gonna give Talion a Bardic Inspiration.
That's
and
a
that'll
hit.
be me.
Blade word, Bardic. Good.
Inspiration's advantage, right?
No,
And
Bardic
connected
is
D6.
you get an extra dice that you can roll.
Gotcha. D6.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
All right.
and do I need to decide if I use that before the outcome?
No, Bardic Inspiration, you can see the result and then decide before it's declared hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
So 13.
Gotcha.
Using Bardic, yay or nay?
No.
Alright, 13 is a hit. Let's see, big damage. Pow! The impact completely destroys the skeleton as it
Holy
is
moly.
destroyed. Falls to pieces and crumples in dust and powder.
Give me inspiration always. Let's do that more.
I
Alright,
only got so many tunes.
the Necromite
I know.
comes up the stairs, looks around the chamber, points at all of you. You interfere in our domain. You pay! And he swings at Azimus. Ah! Ooh. You take that too, and you like it.
Can I use my warding flare ability?
Warding flare. What the crap does that do?
It's
Blinding flashbang.
it's basically like I blind the target and give them disadvantage.
Yeah. I'll have to be more cognizant of that in the future. So, yeah. So give him disadvantage. We'll re-roll, and he misses. He swings, and then flashbang. Ah! And then it's gonna be Hilaire. Is there a,
Okay.
sorry for interrupting, Hilaire. Is there like a set limit to that, or is it like once per round? Use this feature a number of
set
times
limit
equal
to
to your
what?
wisdom mod. Got it. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Alaire's gonna
Right.
back up. And from there, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast. I
Yep.
guess the only guy is left is that dude on the stairs.
Yep. The only thing left is the Necromite.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to Eldritch Blast him.
That will miss.
Okay.
Sumahi.
Hello?
Push to speak, by the way, if you haven't remembered.
No, I gave him the exception. There you are.
No.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We heard you for a second.
Just make sure you're pressing the right button for push to speak.
Hold it down.
No, even beyond that, I think he said before that he uses mobile. I could be mistaken, but
Yeah.
I gave him the exception, so he can use voice activity again.
Oh.
Now he's gone.
Did he just leave the Discord?
He might
Maybe
be
he's
resetting.
restarting.
Yeah, he's probably restarting.
Hey, what?
By the way, Bucks, I was worried that the push to talk thing. Did you hear me breathing? Was that the problem?
There was a couple people that were breathing into their mic. Someone belched into their microphone. Well,
that wasn't me, but I was worried about the breathing though.
Anyway, Sumai's gonna shoot with her longbow again.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Bam.
Even when he's not here, he's still MVP. Asmus.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to knock him out with the blunt end of my sword.
So non-lethal?
Yes. $14.
14 is a hit.
Alright, that's 8 points of damage.
Can you make any attack as non-lethal? Like, can I fling a spell as non-lethal?
No, only melee attacks can be non-lethal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, spells in range. It's not like you can pull the projectile back so it doesn't,
Put a boxing
Yeah,
glove on an
yeah.
arrowhead. I've seen him
True.
do it.
Well, I can imagine like a bowman shooting for the legs or something. But yeah, I get that.
Throwing a rock at somebody's head or a glass bottle.
Right. Okay, well, that is the end of combat.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that was enough. Alright.
Yeah, he died.
Did I knock him out?
Oh, if it was non-lethal, sure.
Yeah. I wanted to knock him out.
Yeah, that's why I got into the whole conversation now.
Maybe this one will give us some info and not just rant like a lunatic. It's highly doubted.
I think this is time we do the restart of a couple of hours ago. Okay, who's got roll?
Here we go again. You can take the rope off the other guy.
Wait, so we
by the
just
way-
knocked him out again?
Yeah, I think we should
Yeah.
drag him and inhabit next door, maybe, instead of staying in this one place. Because I don't know about you, but it doesn't seem very safe.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead
Usually
bodies
go-
here.
Italian will go over to tie him up.
But remember, what time of day is it now?
It was midday before. You guys have taken 2 short rests. So it's like late afternoon.
I think before venturing out, we're going to need to get a real rest in.
Yeah, that's why I want to, perhaps I won't. We shouldn't be so nice about it. In a house just down the road a little bit. We'll knock on their door. We'll do the whole routine. Show the badges. Just this time, don't give them gold. For some reason, giving them gold makes them crazy. At least that's my theory.
I mean, I'm up
Doesn't
for
seem-
whatever.
Really? You were gonna do it again?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I just maybe we should just rest here. Try and bar the door.
If you attempt another long rest, I'm not gonna harass you this time.
Okay.
Just full transparency.
There
I've already
is one
interrupted
other
2 long
option.
rests. This time,
There is
you
one
are.
other option I'm thinking about, is that since we didn't want to go back to Zaj with a dead informant, he might be more inclined to be positive toward us if we brought him a dead cultist of Merkel.
Absolutely.
Or
2 of them.
a live cultist of Merkel.
Yes, 1 dead, 1 alive. That I'd say that holds some weight.
Didn't he ask us just to kill them all?
That is true.
Yes, but we could maybe ask him if he has any more leads, and this time we won't be returning with failure.
I mean, you guys can try that. I'm gonna wait, maybe outside, or maybe I'll just take up residence here. Wonder how much insight are these places.
As you guys are having this conversation.
Yes.
A couple of you
You
noticed
just said you weren't going to harass us.
Talion is approaching the restrained necromite with a dagger.
Talion.
Yep.
Let's not kill him.
You, doing something?
Seeing that I'm caught, I'm going to draw a pistol and have it angled down at him. I'm not shooting. I think
I want to kill him just as much as you. What?
He's more trouble than he's worth. Look at these, and I gesture to the skeletons.
I think death suits him. However, I'd like to use him.
Who's to say we don't rest up again and more of them come?
That's true. The other one did somehow light some beacon or
I'm
call
only
to this
guessing
up.
Yeah, I'm only guessing that's the multitude of dead bodies up there. That was the beacon.
But if that's the case, and there are more of them, the others know we are as well. Killing this one won't help that.
I'm done taking chances, and I fire off that round.
Ew. All right. 24 is a hit. He is definitely dead.
All right. Well, I think we should put all the bodies. Well, actually, no. We should keep an eye on the cultists' bodies, because I don't know about these cultists and their raising of the dead. I don't know if that extends to themselves as well. But everything else, I think we should just keep upstairs and then take a rest.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
Maybe commandeer next door. It kind of smells in here.
Thank you for the follow, the Zodiac. Appreciate you.
I don't think we should go around commandeering house after house.
I don't know. We could start a business out of it. Oh, well, we could Flame Fist too, I suppose.
I don't even know if I have the energy for that.
Alair's going to go downstairs. I want to check out the status of the front door. Can it still be used as a door?
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't destroy
No,
it.
they didn't destroy it. It just was flung open with extreme force.
Okay, so I will close it again. Is there any furniture in the house that I can just drag in front
This
of it?
is not Adventure League. They are
Anything
all
heavy?
okay with Twitch God Intervention. Any other furniture? There's very little. There was like a shelving system, his mattress, and that's really it.
We could put the shelves.
Are you guys still trying to barricade the... I already told you could finish the rest.
Characters don't know
just,
that.
you know, just story-wise, we just barricade it and then take a rest.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
your
that
characters
makes
don't
sense.
know that, but I mean...
Let's just fast forward.
We're spending 20 minutes.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, so we do that.
Yeah, had I truly thought that we were safe, I probably wouldn't have shot him, but either way.
Yeah, okay.
It's done.
It's done.
So
So,
we're rested.
long rest.
Yeah, go ahead. Heal the full, gain your class abilities back.
Yeah.
Half your spent hit. Well, you guys only have one.
True that.
Yeah.
On the bright side, surviving Elfsong Tavern and reaching this point, you guys are going to get 300 experience, which, does that put you to level 2? I'm pretty sure that's level 2.
Yeah!
Yay! Woo!
I got so many plans.
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 Woohoo!
Well, plans. I don't know. Either one of them.
Some really cool things happen in second level for me.
Yes. Good. So I guess we could take a quick break, let everybody level up their characters, reset themselves after the rest, and then we'll sort out what we're gonna do next.
Alright.
Alrighty.
So for hit points, do we roll or do we take the average?
Your choice. If you want to gamble, roll for it. If you want to take the safe, do the average.
Scary.
Too much of a gambler.
Not me. 6 is plenty.
Yeah, I don't trust my luck.
Lady luck.
I always got
No, I'm not gonna level up. You can take the level up. I'm not gonna do it because I might do something you may not like. Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
Alrighty.
I could shoot 2 bullets now.
Oh my god, I have
Hell
to
yeah.
pick another spell too. Oh my god. When I was first talking about my character with Bucks, he said that warlocks are an EB turret, and I was like, what? So then later on, when I looked at the Eldritch Invocations, which a lot of them modify Eldritch Blast, I understood what he meant. Basically, a person can sort of customize your Eldritch Blast to do bigger and better things, but there's so many different options that different warlocks will do their Eldritch Blast to do different stuff. So basically it shoots a beam out, so it's like on a turret. It's a living turret.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
It's Eldritch Blast for you, man.
What was that?
I said it's Eldritch Blast for you.
Yeah.
Is my mic a little bit muffled? I had the same problem last week, I think.
No, right now your
No,
voice.
I think you're real clear.
Yeah, I can hear you very clearly. I just missed what you said.
No, I had an expensive mic, and last week, I don't know how, but I had it in a wrong USB port, and it was making me all muffled and cutting out.
Wrong USB port. What does that mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, my mic actually has a USB connector on it, but when I put it in the USB port that it should work, it didn't work at all. So I used there's a mic port and a headphones port. I'm using that. It's working good. I don't trust the USB port. I don't even know what the problem was.
I honestly didn't even know that you could put it into a wrong USB port, but somehow I did.
Yeah.
Ooh, a 3 on a D8. That's rough.
Yeah, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that was shitty.
Well, that's 3 plus mod. You got that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm at 15 now.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab sleep, because, yes.
So, Bucks, a lair is just going to take the average, which would be 5, and I add 2 for my constitution, so I'm up to 17 hit points now. So
Yep. On your main page here, don't forget to actually update where it says level.
Oh, yep. Well,
because that's how your proficiency is tracked.
Yeah, I just saw you did that for me.
Yeah.
Always watching. Well, I'm pretty ready there.
Okay, so everybody's ready?
Well,
yes,
gotta
sir.
add stuff to my character sheet, but yeah.
Yep.
All right, so rest through the night, wake up, morning, refreshed. Now what?
Well,
Feeling
are
much
we going?
better.
Are we going back to Zaj?
Maybe we should look over that body of the guy in the corner. He might have something on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Constantine will go over and start searching the Mercolite. I think that's his name.
Yep. And they don't carry anything on them except for those flails.
Oh, okay. So he's got like no sort of identifiable stuff. Literally just a flail.
Yep.
Right. I'll take his flail because why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Well,
What is it? A
for
skull
starters,
flame?
it looks like it's cursed.
Yeah, it's a flail with where the head of it looks like a skull. That's it.
It's pretty cool though.
Is it glowing or anything?
No, it's not magical.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, did you say it was covered in silver, or was that the other guys?
It looked silver, but having it in your hands and examining it, you can see that it's just this polished metal. It's not silver at all.
All right.
It looks more like a ritualistic weapon than an actual weapon.
Gotcha. Real quick, did we want to split up that money? Or are we keeping it all in one pile?
I may as well just keep it all in one pile and sell it off in a while.
Okay.
I think we drag his sorry ass back to the boss and see what he says.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I would say I'd wait outside, but I get the feeling if I wait outside, he'd take it as an insult and kill me anyway, so yeah, okay, let's go.
Alright. So we head back to Zaj.
Alright, you make your way back towards the Basilisk Gate. You can see that the Flaming Fists are still maintaining a heavy presence here. And when you inquire about Captain Zaj, they direct you towards his quarters where you had met with him before.
On the way back, do we still have a tail? Looking around, do we still have a tail or anybody following us? Watching us drag this
it doesn't. The streets are fairly busy early in the AM, and it doesn't look like you've gained anyone's attention.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Thought I had my notes open. Apparently I'm bad at this game.
So we're back to Zaj, to his tent.
Yeah. When you step inside, he wheels around. He looks at all of you and he's like, What are you doing here? Have you dealt with the Dead Three?
Not entirely. One of his followers and what was her name again?
Tarina.
Complications with Tarina, and then some complications of our stay last night. We've killed a follower of
Merkel. Several
Merkel.
followers of Merkel.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Not surprising. They are prevalent in the city. That is why I hired you, isn't it?
Indeed.
Yes,
We
but
brought this one to you as proof of what we're doing.
He looks down at the necromite, looks back up at you. He takes a step forward, and in one swift motion, almost imperceptibly fast, he draws his weapon and runs him through. As the corpse falls to the ground, he looks at all of you, rage in his eyes. This is what I asked you to do. And instead of finishing the job, you carted him across the city to me. You're supposed to be killing these bastards.
We thought you might want to question him.
He was.
yes, but
I
also
killed him.
These zealots are incomprehensible. You think we haven't tried that already? We've captured,
Listen.
killed, tortured, they reveal nothing, which is why I asked you to meet with my spy. So tell me now of these complications with Tarina.
Tarina was killed
she
by
died.
bandits
Oh,
that
bloody
she
hell.
egged on.
Oh, for the love of all the gods in the pantheons, what happened?
We got there. She told us that some men were on their way to kill her. And they showed up and killed her. We dealt with them, but we were not able to save her life.
Well, it does sadden me that to lose such a valuable resource. Where is Tarina now?
Dead on the floor in that tavern.
Well, out on the street, technically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to tell him that.
Well, go and fetch her. You know, at the very least, I'll make arrangements for a priest to perform a ritual so we can commune with her. She may be dead, but she still has use to us.
Italian's gonna shoot a quick look to the party members who said leave her.
I know. Like, the one thing we didn't do is what he wants.
Alright, we'll go find her body.
It wasn't my fault. I just said the wrong thing.
Hopefully it's still there.
I'm gonna give a nasty kick to the dead necromite and then turn away to go find her.
Hey, Zodge,
What?
do you like Baldur's Bones?
He raises an eyebrow. Excuse me?
You know the game.
You have time for games, boy?
At the minute, yeah, while he's catching a body.
He looks at you, and as he does, you can see there's a vein over his eye that's starting to twitch.
Alright, I get the message. I'm going.
Alright.
I'm being lazy in this place.
Alright, I'm not going to drag this out. You head back to the tavern, and it looks like Skuna has scooped up the bodies. They've literally just kind of dumped them in the road. They all just kind of sit there in a heap, waiting for someone to collect them and dispose of them.
Alright, find Tarina's body and sling it over my shoulder.
Sure.
Grumbling the whole way. I told you we should have grabbed her damn body. This was my idea from the start. I can't believe we didn't just drag her with us.
Hey, I was originally with you.
Okay. So then we cart Tarina back to Captain Zodge.
Yep.
He is then in the. You see, he has someone with him. Definitely doesn't look like a Flaming Fist member. You can tell that it's a cleric because they have on an acolyte's robes, and they have their hands kind of crossed in front of their stomach in a gesture of prayer. Person looks strange. The coloring of the robes are kind of a bluish green, and on their chest is a picture of what looks like a large crashing wave. And this person, even though they are a priest, they're an acolyte, you can see that they have twisting scars that riddle their face, and they have the look of like a grizzled veteran.
Azimus just kind of bows.
Do they look like spellcasters or fighter types?
Well, maybe a bit of both. You're not really sure how to read this person. You see the telltale signs of a spellcaster. Component pouch slung on their hip, holy object hanging from their neck. But you also see that they carry a longsword, and they, as stated, they have the look of a seasoned adventurer.
Okay.
So you're the man with the magic for the Toggy dead?
I am. If Umberly wishes it to be, then I will glean the secrets from this one.
Azimus puts her down. Gently.
You see Zaj walks up and he hands the man some coins. Appreciate you coming from your temple all the way to the Basilisk Gate. There's a little something extra in there for your trouble. The priest makes a little bow, and you see he opens up his pouch and he starts placing objects around Tarina's body. They look like seashells. He takes salt and sprinkles it on the corpse. And then he takes out, it's a strip of something organic. It looks plant-like in nature. And it's very wet. And he places it over her eyes so that they're blocked. And then he reaches down, he places his hands at either side of her head, touching like the base of her jaw and her neck. And then he closes her eyes, and you see Tarina begins to open and close her mouth. At first, there's just some gurgling sounds that come out as her now one day dead vocal cords begin to try and move. Why have you called me? Zaj steps forward. The location of the dead three. Tell us what you found out. Some gurgling sounds come once more, but then they begin to form words. Several blocks northwest of Elf Song, public bathhouse, walled garden, frolicking nymphs carved in gates. Followers of the dead three, come and go. Secret door into dungeon. That's where they hide. Then she starts making more gurgling noises as the spell begins to wear off, and he lets go of Tarina's face.
Wow.
That is handy. I want to learn how to do that.
Give me time.
Creepy, if you ask me.
Just the thing, if she didn't get a sword through her, we would have had that yesterday.
Yep.
Okay.
You can tell that Alaire is very impressed by this, and that he is impressed by powers like that.
Yeah, Azimus is fascinated by it as well.
Italian's creeped out.
Azimus, probably for very different reasons, Azimus, but yeah.
Yep.
So Zaj wheels on the rest of you. Well,
well, we better make our way then.
Bathhouse, secret door, something about nymphs, garden, gate. Gotcha. Shall we?
Infiltration. Let's go.
Storm the gates!
Alright, head out.
cool.
Okay.
Ooh.
On the way out, one more thing, Josh. Any idea of any location like Afro mentioned?
What would you be referring to?
Does he know exactly? Can he give us better directions exactly where the bathhouse is, or does he know anything about the bathhouse?
He does not, but the directions are concise enough. I mean, northwest of Elf Song Tavern, and it says several blocks. So you actually walk maybe 40 minutes, and you're like, "Oh, look, there's a bathhouse. There it is."
Cool.
Perfect.
All right. Moving you. There you are. It is midday. Well, early morning, as you had taken a rest. You talked to Zaj, you went back and forth, so it's a couple hours before noon. We'll say 10 a.m. So
right.
If you can't see right now, let me know. I think it should be illuminated. Yep.
I can see.
Looking through your token looks good. So you come up onto. Well, wait. I should get my notes. All right. When you arrive, you can see the bathhouse is a one-story building. It's got stained glass windows and a clay roof. You see that there are 10-foot tall walls, which is what you're currently standing outside of, that enclose the courtyard on the southeastern side of the building. The closed wooden doors to the courtyard are engraved with images of smiling nymphs dancing and frolicking in the water.
Well, shall we? And I'll walk through the gates.
Hey,
You would,
you use the bat.
but they are locked.
Are there any like?
Never
Is
mind.
there any presence of like guards or bouncers or anything?
Unknown. The walls are very tall, and you can't see through to the other side.
Do we see any
Okay.
other doors?
You can walk around the establishment if you'd like, but currently it looks like this is the only way into the courtyard.
Let's go around to see if there are other doorways. But I think we should go as a group.
Lead the way.
Okay. Alair will go, I guess, to the left then. Over there.
Okay. You can see there is a window at about, we'll say 4 feet off of the ground, so you can see through this stained glass window inside. It's kind of difficult to see, but you are able to, after focusing for a moment and straining your eyes, you can see through the stained glass to the room indoors.
What do I see?
As you look through, you can see the walls of this chamber are adorned with frescoes of royalty. Natural light pours through the stained glass window, and when you look inside, you can see 3 pools containing water and white marble benches bearing stacks of dried towels nearby. And there is a attendant which seems to be idly cleaning the room as you walk up to the window.
Perhaps we should knock. Maybe they can come out and let us in.
Yes, I think we should do that.
But I'm gonna tap on the glass a little bit.
The woman starts. She turns and looks to you. Her hand goes to her mouth instinctively. What are you doing?
Could we talk to you out front?
I'll hold up my badge from Zaj.
She seems startled at the sight of the badge. She nods, and then she disappears through the door.
Walk around back to the gate.
Constantine,
I think we may have found a way in.
Could have smashed the window.
No!
No, I think an attendant's gonna come let us in. Or
There's
at
still
least,
another way.
at least talk to us.
Wait, did you smash the window?
No, I said it's always another way in.
Okay. They come to the door, and they kind of stand blocking your entry. Like, how can I help you?
I am here under royal authority from the Flaming Fist. Command entry. We believe evil did. And he's gonna wander to the front to brandish his badge.
Are you members?
Members of the Flaming Fist, yes.
Leaning into Azimus, we could have gone with a bath route instead of an authority route, but
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, me too. What's done is done.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I can't let you in. Not an even as a flaming fist. You see, our employer They would be very displeased if I let someone who wasn't a member inside.
Italian's gonna kind of push up in between Constantine. Excuse me, I'm not with him. I was hoping to inquire about how one might become a member.
Oh, uh, well, I mean, you simply purchase a membership, and then you can come and go as you please.
Wonderful. How much and how do I go about doing so?
Oh, I can arrange for your membership, if you have the necessary funding.
May we come inside and examine what we're purchasing?
I'm sorry, I'm not authorized to give tours of the premises. Uh, we can schedule a meeting for a later date if that's what you're interested in.
Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us a rundown of what your facility offers.
Oh, well, we have several rooms with different scented baths. We have a personnel of very finely trained masseurs that have been taught in various places all around Faerun. We also have complimentary food and drink for all of our patrons, as well as a turn down service for anybody who might like a place to stay for the night.
Leaning into her to keep a little bit quieter. And your clientele, I assume you only let the richest, the more private clientele in.
Uh, anyone who is willing to purchase a membership, sir. We don't discriminate against anyone.
No. Of course, of course, of course. And what are we looking at for membership?
Oh, it's 1,000 gold pieces for a 10-day.
Whoa.
Italian, visibly
Right.
choked.
Can I just? I'm growing very tired of this charade, and Constantine's gonna try push his way in.
Sir, you can't do that.
I don't care, flaming fist.
I'm not with him.
You don't understand. Duke Venthampur owns this house. They also bankroll the Flaming Fist. You'll all be executed if you don't. Please, you can't come in.
Again,
I'm not with him.
very little to me.
Back away.
Does she try and stop him, or does he like blow past?
Well, I mean, you're a big scary adventurer. This is just some commoner. So they won't use physical force to try and stop you. But as she just said, Duke Van Thampor, and all of you remember that as one of the names of the patriarchs of Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
I get the feeling if somebody high up has something bad to do with this place, and I have on good authority that something bad has got to do with this place, that name has little regard in this circumstance.
Ma'am, would you like me to stop him?
I
Nah, you're fine, and he's just gonna keep walking.
I need your word that you'll vouch
push
for me
through.
that I'm just trying to help.
I don't.
Right. Alaire's gonna put a comforting hand on her shoulder, say, "Ma'am, we don't intend any harm. We're not going to take anything. We're not going to break anything. We only want to examine the premises, and then we'll leave, and no one will know."
I'm gonna report this to the Duke.
No need, ma'am. I'm a deputy of the city. I will I will further arrest these folks now, and I'm gonna let Constantine go around the corner and go inside. But I'm gonna assure her, take off my hat, put it to my chest, so she gets a good look at me. I will stop them.
And there's no need to make trouble. We'll just be in and out, and no one will know. Can I try to use a persuasion to get her to calm down? And
Sure.
maybe just to
Why
let it
not?
slide.
Okay. She stops protesting, but you can see she's still very upset.
Okay.
Rest assured, man, I'll take care of this, and I'll walk around the corner, catch up to Constantine and Azimuth.
What does Sumahai do?
There was a better way to handle that, I think, but
They left.
now that we're in,
I was just following behind.
Well,
Honestly,
I mean,
he did say whatever needs turning, just turn it. So
fair enough. It's covering my ass. Let's go.
precisely. I mean, I wouldn't do this unless I had this fecker, and he holds up the badge.
I just didn't want her to raise an alarm and have armed guards attack us.
Alright, as you make your way through the courtyard, you see it's got a very neatly trimmed lawn, nicely manicured shrubbery, and the yard is decorated with white marble benches and stone fountains, each in the form of a smiling nymph tipping a jug that spills water into a stone basin, which is that.
Beautiful.
No.
and there's a door.
Is there a
Shall we?
door
No,
anywhere?
By
the
shall we?
door is here.
No, stop. Don't do that.
That will come later.
Why?
Just go. Just go.
All right.
A
Sorry,
shrubbery.
he's gonna open the door.
Can I open the door and peek inside?
Yes, it is not locked.
A shrubbery. Nee.
I just kind of poke my head in. Do I see
Where?
anyone?
Yes.
There's a couple more attendants standing around. They look nervously at you all as you enter. And you can see that the walls are 20 foot high here. They're adorned with frescoes of bathing royalty. There's natural light that streams through, and everything is very exquisite. You can tell that this is definitely a place that caters to high-end clientele.
At 1,000 gold a pop, yeah.
For a week. It's
Damn.
Right. Who's in charge?
So this is like some common baths, right? Is that what those are? Like you said.
Yep.
Well.
I say to them,
Or are we looking around?
I just say to them, if you don't mind staying where you are, this is business of the Flaming Fists. We'll be in and out before you know it. And then I start walking this.
okay.
Looking around the room, do I see any back entryways or any door?
No, sir.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
remind
approach-
me what information we got? Like what we're supposed to be looking for in here? 'Cause I forgot.
They said there's a secret door
Secret
somewhere.
door.
That leads to the basement.
I'm gonna
I'm
approach.
thinking-
I was gonna approach the commoners actually.
Okay, they're very nervous. They you can see that they try to avoid you, but they stop and we'll talk with you when you ask them.
Excuse me. I'm with the city. I'm doing a bit of a consensus check as well as an inspection of the bathhouse. I'm not with those folks. How would you rate the facility on a term of its clientele?
It's a great place to work. We're very happy here.
Gotcha. And
Can I?
the private offerings, perhaps private rooms, private baths. How are they compared to the common baths?
I'm afraid we don't have such a facility. We have the areas here behind you, and then there's the two massage rooms there on the east and western end of the chamber.
May we see the massage?
room.
You help yourself. Just make sure that you are that you give word that we have been cooperating.
You have been very cooperative. Thank you.
The city thanks you. And I'll walk back inside.
Can I look at this pool that I'm standing by just really intently?
It's filled
Can
with water.
Do I see at the bottom? Do I see anything at the bottom of it?
Yeah, you can see the bottom. There's nothing in there. And then the water has, you can tell it's like scented, like it's got some kind of perfume in it. There's some flower petals on the surface.
Alaire will gently knock on the door to the north.
Hear a voice say, "Come in."
I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door. And, hold on. Because I realize they are on the DM layer and they shouldn't be. When you open the door, you feel the air goes cold and your body instantly is covered in goose flesh. And as you look inside the room, you can see 3 figures, and they wear dark clothing from head to toe. And I just realized there's no handout for them. They are wielding daggers, and they look in your direction. As you open the door, one of them stabs towards you. Oh God. Okay. And the attack cuts you on your arm, but it's devastating. The pain overwhelms you, and you fight to maintain consciousness. Take 12 piercing.
Ooh. Whoa.
Everyone roll initiative, please.
Well, can I react to that? Because I have a spell that reacts when I take damage.
Shield?
Nope. Hellish Rebuke.
Go ahead and rebuke away.
Give me a second, let me find it.
Son of a bitch. Burn over, bro.
Let me see here. I think I can only cast it at level 1 at that second level, right?
Yep.
Well, that's not good.
Okay, so they make their deck save. Fail and take 9.
Nice.
Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Who is not in the tracker?
Oh, Alaire. Hold on. I was busy doing my Hellish Rebuke. Hold on.
Alright. So, Constantine, you, for those of you that were not paying attention, you hear Alaire cry out in pain as he takes his 12. I still see you at 17. And then you can see the doors open, big scary guys. And in the chamber where they stand, you can see that the wall looks like it's partially ajar, and there is another hallway at the back of the room where it seems that these 3 have crept up from and waited in ambush.
Alright. Which one looks like it's stabbed out at him, like left or right?
Well, you can't actually see the one that was stabbed. You only see the one on the left.
Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering which way the arm came from.
From the right. Around the corner.
So he is gonna go ahead and Vicious Mockery the one against. Wisdom save. Oof.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will go ahead and move a little bit more back just to here. And that'll be him.
Oh God. Alright, so these guys, they're gonna squeeze out, moving adjacent from the doorway. Yeah, we'll get them right up in there. And Azimus, Talion, as they move close to you, you could just feel this sensation wash over you. Your stomach begins to knot up. You get the sensation of dread as these things move close. And they are going to attack. Once on Alaire, once on Azimus, once on Talion. Okay.
Which one of them is the one I wreathed in flame?
The one who is wounded.
Does that bath count as difficult terrain or no?
Yeah, sure. He hopped up into the bath. Why not? They got plenty of move.
Well, he was on fire, so it makes sense.
I jump in it too. I mean.
All right. So Elaire. That is a hit. You will take 6 piercing damage.
I am down.
Okay. Azimus. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Damn.
20 is a hit. You take 12 piercing damage.
Jesus.
And then lastly, Talion. 13?
I am a 13 armor class.
Okay. Take 12 piercing damage. I'm sure you guys have put 2 and 2 together by now, but that aura that I'm describing, while you are within the aura, you have vulnerability to piercing damage. So
That is horrible.
These guys are nasty.
Shit.
All right. So now it is Sumahi's turn. And Sumahi is going to... What the crap? Sumahi is going to fire. Pow! Alright, that's a good. We will drop that guy to 1, and then it'll be Talion's turn.
Gotcha. I'm gonna fire off a nice little shot right into his chest cavity.
If you're on mobile, don't
Does
use the
11
Twitch
hit?
app.
No,
Use
wait,
the
no, that was with
use
advantage. I'm sorry,
the
8.
desktop
An 8 does not
version.
hit.
Like open your browser on mobile and view Twitch there. All right. So what'd you? I'm sorry.
I was gonna shoot him, and the 8 was my roll.
Okay, 8 will miss.
Copy. I'm gonna use action surge to shoot a second time.
Okie dokie.
13 hit.
13 will hit.
Gotcha. Oh. Well, that is 1 piercing damage.
Raised him.
Well, I got good news for you. 1 will kill it.
Nice.
Yeah, these guys they hurt if they hit you, but they're glass cannons. You guys are fine.
Gotcha. And then I have a bonus action. I can disengage backwards, correct?
Disengage is an action, unless you have something that
action,
makes it a
gotcha,
bonus
gotcha.
action.
Gotcha.
Exclamation
Fuck, just so I
D10.
understand, when I did my Hellish Rebuke, did I do any damage to him?
Yes, that's why he was bloodied.
Oh, so that's the guy who died.
No, that's this guy here under you.
Oh, okay.
Shumahi just shot the guy that I finished off.
Oh, I see.
And that'll do it for me.
And who's it for? Elaire. Okay. As a miss, you get to take your turn. Before that happens, though, Elaire, you regain 2 hit points as the gods look on you with favor.
Ooh.
Cool. Why? I mean, what occurred?
The gods looked on you with favor.
Yes, the gods look on you with favor. Talking
Okay,
about
I
the
just don't
Twitch,
understand.
Praise.
It's the-
praise the also almighty
the viewer
gods.
interaction from the stream.
Hip hip hooray!
Hooray. All right.
Now we just need a holy symbol.
Thanks to God.
I am
Now that I'm at 1
going
hit point,
to.
do I get an action, or does that happen next turn?
Well, right now it's Azimus's turn.
I would like to healing word myself for my bonus action. Did it go off? Oh, never mind.
It's one of those ticker things.
Yeah. So I heal 6. And then I am going to. I can't cast another spell unless it is a cantrip, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to make an attack with my spear on the one right in front of me. And that probably misses.
It does. All right, Elaire. What are you going to do for turn? Push to talk. AFK?
Toodaloo.
Question mark?
Maybe.
Headset died? Question mark.
The
Hilaire?
guy's power was too strong, clearly. No, we asked for healing, not death.
Right.
Toodaloo.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Okay, so it's
Well, it's your turn if you want to do
Yep.
something.
Yep. Let me see. The guy in front of me is dead. To my right is dead. The one beneath me, is he bloodied?
Yes.
Okay, and the one to my left isn't hurt at all. I think I'm gonna. All right, so I'm prone, right? Because I basically fell unconscious and then revived.
Yep. So you stand up and then.
Yeah, I'll stand up. My movement is 30, so I have 15 left. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay. I asked because I'm new to 5e, so I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. I will take the disengage maneuver and move 15 feet away.
Okay.
There you go. I'm bravely fleeing. There you go.
Huh. The brave Sir Robin ran away.
There you go.
Brave. Sir Robin.
Warlocks made terrible tanks.
Constantine.
He tucked his tail and began to run.
I shall retrieve the shrubbery, and I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself and run in.
Yes.
And then give Talion a Bardic Inspiration, because why not?
Oh, attaboy. Let's go shoot.
And that'll be me.
Okay, Nightblades. Have two. One's next to Constantine, the other's next to Azimus. Let's attack in that order. Constantine. Miss.
Yep.
Azimus.
I'm going to use one of my warding flares.
Disadvantage. Oh, woo.
Oh,
well,
thank God.
16 is still a miss.
Yes.
You didn't want to take 14 damage? Sumahi's turn.
No.
Kerpow kills the second of the Nightblades.
Nice.
Well done.
Talion?
Are these pillars right here?
Yeah, but they're very small and they're ornamental only. That's why they're not blocking line of sight.
Gotcha. I'm going to slide to the side of Azimuth. Do my best to keep away from him. And I'm going to fire off a shot at that last one. And I'm going to go ahead and add that 1d6.
D6.
Alright, so roll a d6.
Feel my all so
15
lyrical
hit.
words.
15 is a hit.
That'll be 5 piercing.
Okay. Azimus.
All right. Looking at Hilaire. How is he looking? Pretty hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty hurt.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action healing word Hilaire. So that's 7 healing for you. And then with my action, I'm going to Sacred Flame that last cult-looking dude. So that is a dex save, I believe.
Yes. And passes. You don't even have to bother rolling. He passed.
Damn.
Alright, Hilaire, finish him.
Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, these guys should be gone. The first round of combat, all the commoners just book it because they don't want to die.
Yeah. All right, so I'm moving down here, so I have a clear line of sight to this guy, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah.
Hit him with the blast.
I hurriedly took my invocations at second level, and one of them is
Agonizing. So
blast. Yeah.
before you roll, let us add 1d10 plus charisma. There you go.
Great. Thank you.
All right, let's.
I'll roll that.
Yeah. All right. Actually, 6 damage is enough. As the concussive blast hits the Nightblade, you see it is flung back. It bashes itself against a wall and falls down dead.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I also took Repelling Blast, so not only does it do more damage, but it knocks people back, so it would have smashed them against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. And I know it's a little early, but this is actually a really good stopping point to segue into the next session. As you guys end the combat, you looked over into the room where they come from, and you can see the room where they the room hidden behind this secret door has a set of stairs that lead down deep into the hidden basement of the bathhouse. And when we come back next week, we will begin exploring the Dungeon of the Dead 3.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Before we go, can we push the cultists that we killed?
Yes. And I'm gonna check my notes, but I'm pretty sure
they're naked.
You get nothing. You lose.
Hooray!
Yeah,
we all die.
Most of the mooks just don't carry stuff on them.
No,
They're cultists.
All right. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. That's where you need to be if you want to get involved in a game yourself. Looks like I will be looking for some new people for another project coming up soon. And I don't know if there's more stuff I usually say. I can't remember. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Descent into Avernus. Possibly. I don't know. I know we're already short one guy. The other chick's probably going to flake, but we'll see. All right. See you later.